Hello, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, and we're going to do some mediumship. And I've done my meditation, said my prayers, and my guides here. I'm ready to see for whoever, whatever comes through in a very protected space. And I hope if any of these messages can be taken by you, that you leave it in the comments and pass it on to someone else if you think it's for them. My platform is such as social media on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter, and so these messages could be for anybody on those platforms. So let's take it away and see what we get today. So, the first name I'm getting is Graham, and I don't know if it's a first name or a second name. And this man's very, very, I think he might be tall. I'm getting a feeling of him being tall. But the thought I'm getting also is that it's funny because I'm hearing like the YouTube, the U2 song. I still haven't found what I'm looking for in the background, but he's actually saying, I have found what I'm looking for and I'm okay, I'm fine. So I hope that's relevant to someone. I'm not sure if maybe he's not that long over, or maybe like U2, or he's making a point that he has found what he's looking for. So thank you for that. It's a lovely blue energy around this chap, so it looks as though he's been healed very strongly by healing energy that's been given to him in spirit. Right, the next one, again, just a name, I'm not seeing an outline as such. I'm getting the name Moses, but it's not the Moses. I'm not even sure if it's a human, it could be an animal. But what I'm being told is Moses needs his mum to know he's fine. So if anybody knows who Moses is, could they tell his mum he's fine? Right, I've got a message for Angela, who's here on the human plane, the earth plane. And I think it is from a mum or grandmother, might be connected to the name Margaret, and maybe Joan or Jean. I'm getting muddled there, as though I might actually have a Joan or a Jean in as well. But for Angela, it's a message. To watch her feet, keep an eye on her feet. So I don't know if there's maybe something going to go wrong with Angela's feet, or she has a foot condition, or maybe one of these women in spirit had a foot condition and they're warning Angela of it. I think I'm right on that one. That's good. Sun's come out. Good. Someone in spirit, it feels like a man actually, that he's showing me. Remember in the 60s and 70s, they used to have the big pictures of Sacred Heart of Jesus with the heart on fire in a lot of houses. He had this, I think he's been over quite a while, and I think he's the grandfather of someone that's here. The surname or the name that's coming through is Bruce. And it's connected to that name in some way. Bruce. And I think the family might have had this Sacred Heart of Jesus painting in their house. I think he had breathing difficulties before he went. But again, it's just letting family know that he's fine and well in spirit. I think a baby may have come across in the last 5 years, maybe a miscarriage, or someone in family that was young, but I feel it might have been a miscarriage and all is well there. I've got someone that's got an accent like my Uncle Jack. My Uncle Jack was a Cockney. He's calling someone here a diamond. A diamond. They're a diamond. There's a Cockney energy coming through, and I think it's for a Helen or Ellen name. It's this man's got a wee twinkle in his eye, like Cockney, wee Cockney sparrow or something like that. I do like that accent. It's quite funny. Not funny in a bad way, just I find it quite an upbeat accent. Got a message from a Thomas, and telling someone here with a Jarry initial not to be angry. I don't think it's angry at Thomas, but maybe angry at a situation that's going on in their life. And he's reassuring them that it will sort itself out in the right way. There's a Peter who... No, sorry, the Peter's here. I think the message is from a William. And William wants to say to the Peter, it's important you live your own life. You don't need to live by anyone else's standards, Peter. And I've got a lady who's shown me a string of pearls, but on the bottom of the pearls there's a pendant, and it looks as though it's got it could actually be a locket, but an oval locket or a round locket, and there's a picture or a piece of hair or something in this locket that's very precious, and she's glad it's gone to the right person. I'm not getting a name on that one, but it's like pearls and then a rounder oval shaped locket. I've got a feeling there might be a connection in that family to a Bridget or Bridie name, and a Kate or Kathleen. So that locket has gone to the right person. I've also got someone in spirit that showed me a Mr. Potato Head, you know, like the toy Mr. Potato Head, where you put the nose on and the eyes on and everything. It was in Toy Story. But I actually, the reason I love this, for Gemini's wedding, I got Mr. and Mrs. Bride and Groom Potato Head for round the cake, and they were really, really funny. So I know the Mr. Potato Heads. Anyway, so this person's showing the Mr. Potato Head toy. I think this is for someone in the States. An odd name. I think this may be a father that played with a female that's here with the Mr. Potato Head. They may have an A name like Arlene or Alicia, something like that. I'm not quite getting it. But the father played with Mr. Potato Head with them a lot. And I don't know if he was around a lot. I don't know if he was a soldier or he went away and come back a lot, but one time he didn't make it back, and he's just needing his daughter to know that he has the fond memories of the Mr. Potato Head. I do feel connected to the States or Canada for that one. Now I'm hearing the word Rawalpindi. Now that used to be an Indian restaurant I used to go to in Glasgow, but it is actually for someone. This is an older man and woman, I believe, that actually came from Rawalpindi area in India. That's the background to them. And I believe they're maybe grandparents to people that are here now. Why are you through? What is your message? So Rawalpindi is important, the area, and it seems to be an anniversary or 2 birthdays together of this lovely man and woman. Very, very gentle. In fact, I believe the woman was maybe the boss in the relationship. Sorry, I'm not very good with names. It sounds as though the woman's trying to say, it sounds honestly like Krika or Prita. I'm not sure if that's her name or the person that she wants to talk to is called Prita. I hope that's close enough. That's what I'm hearing. Prita. But the background is Rawalpindi. This couple are very, very happy together. I believe it was always their karma to be together in spirit and come back together in another life as well. So we're getting a very definite ancestral city there or area of Rawalpindi. Interesting. I've also got, I think we're going quite multinational today. I've also got a man coming through who has a very clipped South African accent. I feel he may have been James or John James, or a combination of those names are important. He's saying Pretoria. And he says, I think this may be to a daughter or a granddaughter. He's saying that a lot of the time he played life like a game. I think he took risks and they didn't always pay off. But it doesn't mean that they weren't right. And I think the message to the daughter or granddaughter is that sometimes risks don't pay off, but that doesn't mean that you don't take them. It's like, don't be risk adverse. Just go for something if you believe in it. And I know this accent very well. Yeah. A wee bit closer to home now, we've got an Agnes saying to Fiona, I'm fine. No worries, I'm fine. And Fiona, you've just stopped crying, love. You don't need to cry anymore. Agnes is fine. She's given you a little cotton hanky, and it's got a little rose on the corner. It looks embroidered, and I wonder if you remember that with this woman, or you have that. It's, you know, a proper hanky, and it's got a little embroidered rose on it. Well, she's shown me another one and it's got a little shamrock embroidered on it. That may be symbolic, but she's shown me a shamrock as well. Anyone else? Hearing the name Damien. Damien. I think the Damien may be here in the human world. This again seems to be a man saying that he's taken my talent, he's taken my talent. And it seems to be a very practical, skill-based talent. Like you would use your hands, like mechanic, joinery, something like that. But he's saying he's taken my talent, and there's a connection with the name George there as well. Hope someone can take that, particularly if they can pass it on to Damien. And there's a Dan saying to Sheila, I miss you, but we'll be together at some point. That's Dan to Sheila. I think I've got the surname Moan. A connection to the name Alexander. And again, that's just good wishes to family and all is well in spirit. So I don't know if it's Alexander and the background name is Moan, the family name. Getting a lot of wires crossed now. So I think one more message for Ilsa or Elsa. I feel this is from a Michael. He's a wee bit worried about her. It's the need for Elsa to continue to rest and to watch out for sore throats and maybe problems. This could be thyroid, it could be regurgitation of acid, but I'm feeling I'm getting drawn to this area here in my throat by this man. Okay, I'll pass that on. It's nothing drastic, it's just be aware of that area and keep resting. I've got one for Jennifer. Yes, I believe that the connection is to a Brian or Ryan name. I'm not getting anything from that now. I said one more, didn't I? But there's a message. I think it could be from a Jennifer to a Ryan or from a Ryan to a Jennifer. I'm starting to get a wee bit muddled, so I have to leave it at that. Maybe we'll get more than that another time. But yeah, that was quite an international session there. So I hope that you can take some of the messages and even pass them on to people that you know, because it's been very name dominated this time rather than feelings or, there's been quite a few names tagging onto other names, and I do like that. So please, if you can take those messages, please do so. If you like the mediumship ones, give me a thumbs up so I know to continue them. Many blessings now. Bye.